All right. Well, look around. Everything's kind of a mess right now. I got stuff all over the place. Had a busy week last week fishing and yesterday. And I got to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. You know how it is. When you get out there, you don't always put things back where they're supposed to be. And then I was in somebody else's boat yesterday, and so everything wasn't in where I'm used to having it. So anyway, you put all your lipless cranks back in your lipless crank box. I have a hook. This hook broke. It was snagged, and I broke it off. So I got to put another hook on there. So I really like this one. This is a mini jerk bait by 6 cents. And I wanted to make a tackle box just for my ultralight. So I can just grab my ultralight rod and just have a small tackle box to take, lakeside or whatever. So voila, this is all just small, lightweight, basically Ned rigs and jerk baits, and very cool. This is my ultralight box. Of course, you can put it all back where it all fits. So, and then just get things back. By the way, I did do this, the black and blue Ned worked yesterday. Got a lot of attention by bass. I knew it was going to work. Black and blue, if you were to have certain colors, it would be green pumpkin, red, and black and blue. Those would be really the three main colors for plastics that you would have. Anything else is experimentation, in my opinion. It's just, you hope. By the way, I got these at Walmart. 6 cents hooks at Walmart. Yeah, probably the best thing in that whole store. 6 cents makes the sharpest hooks. So, crazy, huh? Walmart selling 6 cents. It'd be nice if we sold their lures. Huh? That'd be great. So, frog. What's this frog doing in there? This is a cheap little frog. That's fine. But he doesn't go in there. Frog doesn't go in there. All right. Neds. Hooks. This is my terminal tackle box. And more terminal tackle. Ooh, I should put new snap rings. Put an assortment of them in there. I don't like the snap rings that are in there, so let's just take some of those. And we'll put them in here. Just like that. I love this little package, by Madbite. I love the case. You open the case, everything's, and then it's got this leash. I just put this leash around my chair in my kayak, and then I have all my terminal tackle in this little thing. Hey, Rich. Hi. How are you? How's things over in England? Getting all organized again. Got these little ones, little itty bitty things. These things are great, by the way, in that ultralight. By the way, goes in my little ultralight kit. So I'm gonna do that. Put those in the ultralight. Yeah. This I bought yesterday at the lake in their store. They don't usually have great baits in the store, But sometimes one sort of hits me. Ah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. My medicine's working really well. Although yesterday I gashed my leg and didn't even feel it. I was cutting it open with a hook on one of my rods on this guy's boat. Didn't even feel it. And before I knew it, I had blood all over his boat. So kind of weird. Oh well. I cleaned it up. So look at this is a little itty bitty jerkbait. And I bought this in the store yesterday, made by Matsuo. It's called a mini crank. And it's a brown trout, supposedly. But this little guy right here, inside an hour, I caught 15 fish, a smallmouth, a largemouth, and over a dozen trout, all on this little itty bitty bait. It's like magic. It's like every 4 minutes I had a fish on the hook. So I bought 3 of them because I know I'll lose 1 or 2. But that little thing, man, that little thing. And I mean, how could you go wrong? So I'm making and I caught a smallmouth bass on this one. Just again, these are not anything special. But on my ultralight, see, I could never really cast these things. These are only 8 grams. That's all these are. They're only 8 grams. And my other poles, my mediums and up, I really couldn't cast these things. But now with my ultralight, I can and work it. And I'm catching a lot of fish with these tiny little itty bitty cranks. I love that a lot. So a little popper. I think I got this in a box. I'm not sure. Got it in a box. I tried to use it the other day. I wasn't real crazy about it. I had a hard time getting it to pop, You think that big old mouth must be Italian. It's just, and I could have got it pop, but I had a hard time walking it. I'll give it another shot. Maybe, I don't know. I'll put it aside. So I want to put that bluegill in there. And I took a guy fishing yesterday, had a great time. He caught his first bass, actually several bass, and I got him to catch a topwater hit. Awesome. And it was really nice. Really nice square bill. It was a great square bill. This will catch a bass tomorrow. I'll catch a bass on my medium. Yeah, I'm going to go to a local reservoir tomorrow and fish that. I hear the bass are getting big there, so I'm going to give it a shot. I did not like the way these walked. I do like my whopper ploppers. These poppers are good, so I figure out what to do with them. But yeah, it's really tiny. But I'll tell you, nothing's more exciting. It's my most exciting rod now is my ultralight, hands down. I caught a 3.5, 4 pound trout. It was huge. I mean, just a massive trout on it yesterday, and I might as well have hooked into a whale. And it just fought really well. It was just and then my buddy in the boat, he couldn't net it. I mean, this is a big thing. This is a big thing, and he couldn't net it, so I had to land it in the boat, and which was tough with an ultralight, but I did it. I got it in the boat, and and then he didn't know how to take a picture, but that's okay. I know I caught it. He knows I caught it. I was posing with it for a while, and my Ned rigs are doing really well. So I love these new Neds. I love them. I love them. I love them. So I got that CPF lures. Awesome company. They make great Neds. So this is my ultralight box. I got some spinners, I got some jigs, lots of cranks, and I've got Neds in there. So I did try this one yesterday. This is a salamander. It's called Spot the Water Dog. And I didn't care for it. I love BFO baits and took a chance on this one. And what it did, it changed colors, almost like a gray in the water. And so I just wasn't working for me. So maybe I'll try it in the river or something like that. Tried that yesterday, didn't work out very well, but I did use those weighted hooks, and I love weighted hooks. These really nice, and this is just a BFO bait, a swim bait, and it's got a cavity up here, so the hook. See how the hook just sort of hides in the cavity, and so when the fish comes to bite, it just bends down, and the cavity is real soft, and it hooks the fish. So I really, really love weighted hooks now. I really like weighted hooks because they're so versatile, and I could put any creature I want on it, any worm I want on it, and just works. And it's a Texas rig, just simple. This is a very simple solution to a Texas rig. Love this. Love it, love it, love it. So one day I'll buy more. So, and then I had all this blood and this, stuff. You should have seen my leg. It was gross. I mean, it was just, it was like, it was about a 3-inch by 2-inch open flesh on my leg yesterday. And I didn't even feel that happening. It's just crazy. It's just crazy that I just didn't feel it. It's just nuts. I mean, I was rubbing up against that hook, and it just wasn't registering. Just wasn't registering. This poor box needs to be organized again. Oh my God, look at this box. It's a mess. It's a mess. This is a mess of a box. So, all right. Got some leftover jerky. Gotta have your protein while you're out there, huh? That and jerky and bananas. I have jerky and bananas. You gotta have your potassium, your water, and your proteins. So let's take all this out and reorganize it. I know it's so, I 4 days. I mean, I fished 4 days in the last 7, and out of those 4 days, each day I averaged 3 or 4 dozen fish, and that just makes messy tackle boxes in the end. I just caught a bunch of fish. I'm not used to it. I'm terrible at fishing. All right, let's point this down. I can't see. Get the keyboard out of the way. All right. All right. Look at that. Look at that ribbon tail on that. I think I overdid that one. Probably. But these are all my swim baits. Finesse bait. Is that line on it? Sure. That's got to come off. Oh, no, it doesn't. What was I thinking of here? Underspin with the worm. It might work. I don't know. There's a chatterbait. So I'm going to sort of separate all this. Oh, look at I didn't know I had that. Again, a reason for you to organize everything after you're done getting crazy after a week of fishing. Another chatterbait, or bladed jigs, or whatever you want to call them. What did I do there? You think a fish bit that off? Probably. Bit the tail right off that guy. Look at all these. Some of these I don't like, so we'll just take them out like these. These are like Walmart cheapy special things. I guess in a pinch maybe. You never know though. I mean, it's like that $3, that tiny $3 jerk works too well, better than anything else I've ever owned. I mean, it's just crazy. I love these paddle tails. I really do. That is this is a real pretty bladed jig, isn't that? Look at that. That's a real pretty bladed jig. Oh, Bello. Bello's visiting. Bello is visiting. Mwah. My kitty cat. What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? Up. Come on. Yep, this is what Bello does. Over the shoulder, kitty. Right? Right. Over the shoulder, kitty. But I'm dealing with all of this. How do I do this with you in my arms? Can't do it with a 25-pound cat in my arms. So I have to go over there. All right. So I don't like this one either. Go back up. Rack it. And rack it. It's just a little jig head. A little tickle thing. Let's see. Got some Ned rigs in here. They don't go in there. More swim baits. Swim baits. You got enough weedless swim baits? Swim baits. Look at that. That is beautiful. This is a pretty square bill crank. Very pretty square bill crank. Goes in different boxes. It doesn't go in here. So look at all these. These are all. And then I got some nice jerk baits here. Yeah, these of course will catch fish. Jerk baits are a great way to catch bass. So maybe tomorrow. All right. So okay. So I made this a. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Neds. Just call me Ned. Look at all the Neds. All right. Get this box empty. Reorganize it. Got some worms. That's great for drop shots. That's drop shot area there. All right, so you snap it there. There we go. All right, so all right. And do I have some more dividers? Yeah, I got some dividers. These fit. some more dividers. Look by my medications. Those are too small. Those are for 3500s. What is this? No idea what this is. We got a divider here, though. All right. So put that there. All right. So where do I have them? So we've got chatter, bladed. We've got 1, 2, 3. 3 bladeds. So we'll put the bladeds right here. Ouch. Sharp hooks. And then swim jigs. Small swim jigs here. Big swim jig there. And we'll just divide these up in these 2 different, there's a bladed. That's good. I love that. I like that. That craw, well, it's not a real popular one. I like the craw. I don't like this on there, so we'll just take that off. I've seen better days. So anyway, we're just organizing. Hey, Jack, I'm doing well. You just told me to fill out the form, which I filled out twice a while ago. Yeah, you need to. The only way to do this is to really, you got to talk to somebody, not just fill out a form. And I guess it just depends who you talk to over there, huh? Huh. Let me see something. Let's see, kastking. There's the kastking stuff, but it's going to be older. For chewer. Let me see who I talked to over there that gave me Jose. That's who I'm looking for right now. Older. Let me do something for me, Jack. Send me an email. To terrible at fishing 2019 at Gmail. And I will send your information to Jose. And see if I can't get him to contact you. So we'll try it that way. All right. I know we're looking for KBAs, and we're looking for committed KBAs, people that will try really hard, that will not miss meetings, will, you're welcome, and will, I don't know, they just to do a good job, at the best of your ability. They don't expect a whole lot. They just expect, I have 3 pet peeves: lying, late, and lazy. So honest, hardworking, and punctual is the opposite. And so that's what they're expecting: an honest, hardworking, punctual person that gives, that wants to lift kastking up in multimedia, and social media and stuff. And I don't think that's much to ask. I mean, they're going about it the right way. I mean, Trump got elected president through social media, so it's a very powerful thing that they're trying to utilize, and they've done a great job. I mean, kastking's a very popular brand. I would say, and I'll try to get some attention your way and let them talk to you at least. We need good people. We need good people. And it seems like some people, their heart's not in it. So, oh, you did? Jack. Did you send me links to your social media? Send me links to your social media. Jack, there you are. Send me links to what your YouTube page or whatever. This way I can send that to him, and he can look at it and talk to you about it. So send me links of anything that you got. And again, you don't have to have a lot. He just wants to see, what you got. And this way, maybe I can give it a little pitch for you. So, but I really would love to see more heart in the KBAs. There's 85 KBAs in the United States. And, I just want to see more. I mean, if it was me, I would want to see more heart in some of these. And I'm not saying their heart's not in it. It's just not obvious to me. I just wish it was. I really wish it was. I don't like this trailer on it. So I'm going to take this off. I've gotten much better under. See, this is what I did before. Gray with white. No, you don't do that with this. And this shows you the way I've grown in the way I fish. I'm catching a lot more fish because I'm understanding a lot more on how to, put different trailers on this. I mean, this right here is to make a trailer look more real. There's no way that lizard's going to look more real with a wig on it. So obviously I did that a long time ago. This is what it should look like. That's what it should look like. So that trailer will looks more real. So that's what it should look like. So you can see that I've grown quite a bit in the way I understand a lot of these things. So, and that's nice. I mean, it's my email address is terrible at fishing 2019. I was terrible at fishing in 2019. Really terrible at fishing. I mean, I had never caught a bass before in 2019. I didn't do it until last year, or in 2020. So I just needed to learn more and more and more and more. Watched videos, read books, fished. This is a Ned. That was kind of crazy looking, huh? It's a crazy looking Ned. The Ned's over there. Jigs. I got 2 jerk baits and a square bill crank. You got all this extra space here. Should I put my Neds in there? No, that's in my other one. Let me see. Got this really cool gator. Woo! Got it for free. Definitely do your rewards program, because rewards programs are awesome. You get free stuff all the time. I'm getting free stuff all the time. I got my tactical knife. Look at that blade. Look at that thickness. For free. Rewards. And, I looked up these magnesium fire starters. These are like $12 to $18 each. Just for that. And it goes inside the sheath there. This whole thing right now on Amazon is $12. The knife, the sheath, the fire starter, bam, $12. Extremus tactical knife. $12. That's the cost of the fire starter. And you get a sheath and a knife for it with it too. So I got all this. Oh, look, more swim jigs. More swim jigs. More swim jigs. Put more swim jigs here. Gosh. See, these right here I got to put in. See, these right here are bait keepers, screw-ons. Those are great, by the way. Oh, look. We got another divider. Yay. I'm going to have to redo this box, too, because there's a leech. Leeches work. Interesting. Yeah, I don't even know what's in these boxes sometimes. This is a really good jerk bait. I've caught a lot of fish on this jerk bait. That jerk bait works really, really good. I don't use jerk baits like I use a lot of crankbaits, but I don't use a lot of jerk baits. I should, because they work. I don't know why I don't do it. These are finesse worms, so I should put my finesse in here. Yes. So we'll do that. These are all my Senkos and stuff like that in this box, and I've got my top water just because I don't know if I ever showed you this. Oh my goodness. All right. What do you think of that, baby? There's my hand. It's the size of my hand. That is a topwater lure right there, baby. That is going to catch a whale. So this is your typical topwater pencil lure walking, and then there's that one. There's a big difference in size. Big difference in size. That's why I got my extra heavy. Things like that. Okay, so that's my Senko box. So all these Senkos can go over there. So I don't have to have these over here. But all these over here. Works for me. No reason to have these here. Good. So taking my son fishing Friday. Pretty exciting. Kastking really is a great brand. Oh, I only have YouTube. That's fine. And Instagram then. That's fine. It's two things you got. Tried to make a video today catching carp on fly gear. I ended up catching a snapping turtle. That is huge. Ever catch anything on it? The size down from it, I've got. It is my most popular topwater. That's a 150. So a 115. I've caught a lot on 115. I'm going to learn fly fishing. So next month I'm going to buy my first fly fishing setup, and I'm going to learn fly fishing. That'll be interesting. So I'll be terrible at fly fishing next month. I watched how to cast video on kastking.com this morning, or on the YouTube page. And see, this just didn't work. This just didn't work. But anyway, I want to learn how to fly fish. Just looks like something. I did it with my boss a long back in the 80s. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. So, all right. There's my butt whooping paddle. So put him over there. And these guys over here with my other worms, my worm box. plastics box. Ooh. Trailers. I'll put trailers here. Trailers. All right, so this is a free bait that I got yesterday in the mail. All right, okay. Free bait. Dad, I love black and blue. I really do. I like black and blue. So I'm going to put those in there. And it's black and blue is a hard one to find a good trailer for. So that's good. So we'll do that. And PFO baits. PFO baits. Did the bag fit in there? Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work great. We'll just put the bags in there. Keeps them fresh. And these are 6 cents. So yeah. You know, black and blue works great. And they there's this one right here I got from. It's a nice, neat looking paddle tail. Again, it's a black and blue, but very clear. So it's kind of cool. I mean, and I made that. Why did I make that? It smells like garlic. That's garlic scent. So let me see what else I got. All right, this right here. You saw that. Huh? This right here. I want to order more of these. I got this in a mystery tackle box. Normally, I never get anything good, but for a jig, look at that. Look at that tail. It's a tiny little jig, but the tail works. And I caught. This is my number one jig. I've caught bass with it. I've caught trout with it. And I've caught, of course, panfish with it. This with a yellow-headed, jig, just a yellow-headed jig on it. This thing kills. It's got to be that tail. But the tail looks like a craw tail, on a trailer. And it's so small, it just works. So I'm just amazed by it, is what I am. So it's like that little itty bitty, jerk bait. And if I tell anybody, you go to Matsuo, Matzuo. Look up their mini cranks. Buy their mini crank. This little guy, it's 8 grams. Matzuo. That little thing right there. In an hour, I caught 15 fish or so, smallmouth, largemouth, and trout yesterday off of this. So, just amazing. Love that. So, I'm going to put trailers in here with my. So we need a full assortment of trailers. So I got white, I got blue, I got here's pumpkin. So green pumpkin candy, that one. I'm going to leave those in the tortoise shell thing. And 6 cents because these are really good trailers. So we're going to put that in there. And I know I put some up on the wall. There's a bandito bug. Now everybody swears by bandito bugs. I've tried them. I ain't got nothing on a bandito bug. I've yet to catch anything on Googan baits. Is it just hype, or am I just doing it wrong? Have you guys used Guggen? Because I have not had success with Guggen at all. It's just not good. All right, so I got some Ned heads here. Jeez. What did I do? I'll put those in my other tackle box. So, all right, so that's good. All that. So this right here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is my swim jig chatterbait box. Swim jig chatterbait box. Organized. See, this right here is my number 1 top water. So that's my number 1 top water. It's called a Dogma. And if you compare that to the other one, these were on clearance, by the way. So there. Number 1 right there. I haven't used these yet. So now that we're in topwater season, these are going to be used. Real curious to see what pops out. I should be able to get some 4-pound or bigger bass jumping on these things. But look at that thing. It is just massive. There's 115. There's a 150. Massive. So just a great, and I've got this. This is the next size down, actually. This is the Black Magic one. And then I've got a bone one. This is a bone one. It's the same size, just bone. So, gosh, I can't wait to see what pops on these things. Yeah, I can't catch nothing on Google. I've tried their hard baits, their soft baits. I'm catching stuff on everybody else's, so I don't know what it is. I'm watching people catch on with the bandito bug. That looked like, I was real excited to get the bandito bug, but it was just like, it didn't work for me. And I used quite a few of them. There's only like 2 left in that pack. So, all right. So I do have some loose ones here that I gotta find room for. Because obviously I like them because I used them and I put them in the wrong spot. So let's see what I got. What's in this bait box? This is a garbage bait box. So I just like these. So we're going to put those over there. And we're going to put jerk baits here. This poor Whopper Plopper has seen so much better days. So we're going to hang him up. So do that and that. That and that. Those are jerk baits. And Whopper Plopper. I don't like this one. I don't like you. And I do have a couple Whopper Ploppers here. I like Whopper Ploppers, but I think one of these is leaking. It's got sprung a leak, so it doesn't float. I can't remember which one though. I don't know which one. I got poppers. Poppers are good. Senor Frog, he's kind of limpy. But I'll give him another shot one day. Oh boy, this is like spring cleaning. After all that fishing I've done, this is just a mess. And you just sort of toss things in, and you shouldn't. You should really be more organized. But when I get all excited, you just put it somewhere and get another line out there. And That's kind of what I did. So I'm going to do this. Put that divider in there. Snap it in. There we go. I broke the little snap thing. That's all right. So now I've got a new box. And my favorite top water. Oh, and I've got these square bills. Square bills are super good right now. Got to have your square bills with you because everything's hitting shallow right now. Gotta have it. So this is kind of like the shallow box because I got my top water and some square bills. This right here, this is called a swank. I have caught 2 of my personal best bass on this one. And you can see that eye, see how it glows? I mean, it is just crazy. It's called Black Magic. And its belly has that really cool stripe down it. And this thing just does this. They're about 1 or 2 feet. And it just does this. And this thing right here, people ignore black. But black is back, man. Black's beautiful. It's a great. And it works best in cloudy water. And you don't use this in clear water, but in cloudy water where visibility is maybe 2 feet, that's what you want to use that baby in. And that is a really good one. The Black Magic this is called the Black Magic Swank. And that L-shaped bill just makes it go crazy. 2 of my personal best bass on that one, that exact lure. So very cool. So what else do I have here? Anything else? I got that frog. I got a couple frogs. Since this is top water, we'll put the frogs in here. So this is a Guggen frog. Now, I didn't catch anything with it yet. I did hook a nice 2 or 3 pound bass with this on a blow up, but he came off. So I didn't land him. So I can't say I caught him, but this is the closest thing to catching a fish with a Guggen was with this frog. So this frog's probably got great possibilities. And it's got instructions. It says eat me on it. So if there's one bait that I have any kind of hope for in Guggen, it's the frog. Because I actually did hook a couple other blow-ups on it, but I lost them. So that's that. All right. So this is my top water box. Top water shallow. Look at that. I'm doing good. So this one right here, I'm just gonna take this with this right here is my ultralight. You got to get an ultralight. There ain't nothing more fun than ultralight fishing. Just get oh my gosh. All the fish I caught yesterday, including that trout, and that trout was huge. I would have bent even my extra heavy. But to watch it bend my ultralight and me work it, I had the drag set perfectly on it, where I was reeling in more than it was taking out, which is where you want your drag. You want to be able to reel in, but hear it and also take it out. You don't want, you want to hear that mix, like 2 to 1. So 2 times you're bringing him in, 1 time he's taking it out. And you want to set your drag just like that. There was one time I hooked a beautiful, beautiful trout yesterday, but my drag was set too loose for that trout. And he was taking it out. And so I went to tighten it and he jumped and the hook came out of his mouth. So we had an exciting, my best bass is 4 pounds. 4 pounds. I know it's not that big. It was big to me. But 4 pounds is my biggest bass. And I need to, this year I'm going to whoop on it. Well, maybe tomorrow. Because I've heard some 7-pounders coming out of this place I'm going to tomorrow. And if I can grab something more than 4 pounds, great. I caught my biggest trout yesterday. Never caught a 4-pound trout before. I mean, that was just a massive. You had to see this thing was like this big around. I mean, the trout was just massive size, and it was full torso. I mean, I was posing with it. You know, it's just you didn't know how to work my camera. Next time, I need to get a better camera. That's what I need. I need a better camera. And I think I have one coming, a GoPro 8 by a viewer. But if it doesn't come, I don't blame him. Who gives you a GoPro 8? Oh, you caught it on a bandito bug? Well, see, you got it on a Guggen. Yeah, there's a Guggen bandito bug. See, people catch stuff with this. How come I can't? Mm-hmm. Only got 4 left. I got 4 left. I've used 5. Open, sniff, and catch. Maybe I'm not sniffing it. It says you got to open, you got to sniff it, and you can catch. Maybe I need to sniff it. Oh, well. You know, I've been catching so much fish lately. It's inevitable that I will get more than one PB. I got to put this in this bag. I really like these ones. This is like my favorite worm. This is my 6 cents bag. This is where I put my soft plastics in. And I attach that to the top of my tackle bag there. This, don't need this, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Tackle, dun, dun, dun. And then I got my mat. Oh, I pulled this out to show you. I gotta put this back. But this is, red rooster. This is called the Talon 2.0, and so you go to redroosterbaits.com. They're $3.99, and you get I think 12 of them in here. I think you get a dozen in a pack for $4, and it works. I'll be at this place tomorrow. It's a good crappie place too. I'll throw this in there, which I did last time, and I was just pulling them up. That is what I did. I mean, it was just, they were just eating it. So I'm using my ultralight all the time. Okay, cool. You sent me another email. There you are. Good. How old? I think you got to be 18, Jack. You look pretty young. Although the older I get, the younger everybody looks. I don't think I'm that old to where you look 18. I don't know. Well, I'll send it. I'll send it over to him. But you're not an employee. That's one thing about it. So yeah, they probably will have minors. But the nice thing at your age is that you just, my mama used to say you were full of piss and vinegar. It's an old saying. It means that you just have all this energy and you're just, and ideas and stuff like that. I've always been full of piss and vinegar. So it's just the way I've always been. I've always been the creative guy, always active, always doing stuff. And that's why even when I can't breathe, I'm fishing. I have a hard time just sit in one spot. And I just gotta keep doing stuff, or else life passed me by. And I don't want life passed me by. So I got my Neds. I need some place to put these Neds. And I have, you think I'd put it in my plastics box, wouldn't I? Should put it in my plastic box. So, okay, I don't like this. I'm going to hang that up. I don't care for these too much. So we'll put those with the jigs. Little rooster tail spinner right there. Believe it or not, this baby works. That little thing will catch a big trout. That'll catch. You'd be surprised. You know, trout like little things. They got little mouths. And you got to go small when you go trout. You just go small. I don't like any of these. And because I don't like any of these, we're just going to hang them up on the wall of dejection. Oh. Yeah, that's ugly too. You just sort all these things out. So there's that. And these are all plastics here. Plastics. There's a Texas rig I made. No reason to have that. There's a mouse. Topwater mouse. It's like a wake bait. His tail melted off. It's a tailless mouse, which makes him a hamster. So this mouse, that rat, is now a hamster because it has no tail. Because that's the way it works, right? What's that? What's a rat? What's a hamster? It's a mouse without a tail. So that'll go in my topwater box. Wherever they put that. I have to label these. I need one of those like labelers so I can label stuff. That's what I need. That's got good stuff on it there. So drop shot rig. You got that. Move you guys all the way over there. What do you do? I never would have thought I'd have a season like this in my life. I mean, it's just been crazy fun. I just never thought. You can't have a season like this in Southern California. I'll tell you that. Southern California, you don't catch fish. You just sort of, you boat. That's what you do in Southern California. You don't fish, you boat. All right, so this can go there. All these Neds, I need more room for my Neds. Take that off. So we spread these out. Put these leeches over here. These leeches might work tomorrow. They might work tomorrow. All right, Neds. Neds, go over here. This is a great Ned, by the way. This is made by BFO Baits. It's a great Ned. It's sort of orange and red. Looks really good. That one does. I've yet to catch one on a rabbit bait. See the rabbit hair on it? Catch one on that. But I haven't given it as big a chance as I have like Guggen. I've given Guggen big chances. And they just kept coming up empty. We'll put these Ned rigs right next to it. Although I do, just 3 of them. Because I do have them in my tackle box. So there's that. That works. That works. And this is my swim jigs and chatterbaits. I was in this buddy's boat yesterday. He's got a 10-foot boat. Okay, take care, Jack. Take care. And it's amazing how much I fit in my Here's my frog box. It's just frogs. It's amazing how much I fit in my kayak that I have a hard time fitting in somebody's boat. Because everything just has a place. So it was weird fishing without my fish finder though yesterday. So I had to go out of memory about all my spots, which I know that lake really well. So probably don't even need a fish finder, but it's nice to see the fish. Know that something's down there. So I got that, and that. There's my top water box. Yeah, label these things. It's hiding, isn't it? Yep, there it is. There's my top water. I don't need a separate one for those frogs. So I'm going to put those frogs, obviously, in my top water box. This way, you know, I have these frogs here. Voila, frogs. Ribbit. 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 I'm going to put the pumpkin in last because I do like the popping front. That cup. So there we go. Now I have a nice little box. And another box. Gotta put something in one day. That's what you do. Oh, here's another top water here. Just a little popper. All right, so there's that. Top water. I gotta replace that hook. Oh, got the hamster. Let's put the hamster in here. Stick the hamster in there. All right, what's this? Okay, that. Ultralight stuff. And that's my trout box. That's $10 bucks. Panfish box. There's this. Nibrig is not a panfish. Oh, I'd have him go for it. I actually caught a big crappie. Caught a big crappie on that. So I'll leave that in there. And leave it in there. Okay. Mice tails are trout. I'm going to take these tubes work. There's a nice little one, sort of shad looking, mini little paddle tail. That'll work. Okay, my still go in a trout box. There we go. Spinner, trout box. Good. We're making headway. Making headway. That is looking good. So, okay, we got my bait keepers, screws. I'm going to put these. Now, these are pretty cool because basically all you do with this is you take one and you can grab a, let's see. And you can take this This is actually a bait keeper here. But you take this, you can just slide it all the way, bam, 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 right like that. And now you've got a screw on right there. So you just screw it on, and then you can run your bait just like that. Pretty cool, huh? I got those from Wish for a couple bucks or something like that, but well worth it because you can put them on all your hooks and your circle hooks. I mean, any hook. Okay, I gotta do that. Hooks. Offset hook. Where's my offset hooks? Circle hooks. Treble hooks. I need to replace this treble. That's too big. I think that treble would work better. So I'm going to do that. We'll do that now. Replace the treble, the broken treble, the trouble with trebles. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That looks good. It's organized. So much easier, especially when you're in a kayak or in a crowded boat, to have things in the right place. Put my sunscreen and my bug spray in there. Little tackle kit. That always gets tethered to my chair, my kayak chair. Always have your anti-fog cloths too. You gotta clean your glasses. You gotta have a good towel. All right, so you need split ring pliers. Oh, split ring pliers. So, all right, we're going to replace this 2-prong treble hook with a 3-prong because I broke that one off on a snag. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Take that off. Take the split ring off. Okay, garbage. Now, do it backwards. It's not as stout a hook. It's sharp though, as the one I'm taking off. I mean, 6 cents really makes the best hooks. I don't have any 6 cents. I don't have a small 6 cents treble hook. I have some larger ones, but I don't want to put a larger one because this bait is going to be on my ultralight, in my ultralight box. And I'm going to use, this is going to be on my new pole. So here we go. And we put it on our bait. And a few minutes goes by. And voila, snap. There you go. Now, sort of mismatch, but hey, it'll hook them. And I fixed it. So this is going to go in my ultralight An ultralight box. Those little Neds. Perfect. This is a golden box. Probably the best guaranteed box in there. So, voila. Done. This little multi-tool. Let's stick that in somewhere. Yeah, some power bait. That one's pretty much done. Just put a little pearl-sized power bait on those jigs to help them get, commit to the bite. What you do, just a little pea size, something small. Put the Leatherman up there, and this guy. So I got some in there, so I'll stick in the side pocket. And then here's my bag of tricks. Bam. This just gets strapped on top of my tackle bag. Bam. Now, hook remover goes in my trout box. Charlie had a hard time getting a hook out yesterday. And use that. So, by the way, I got this little first aid kit. I think it cost like $7 at Walmart or something like that. It didn't cost much, but at that big gash yesterday, it was really nice to have. Really nice to have. Okay, so we got that done. Oh, that looks so much better now. So much better. Look at that. And I got my needle nose. I think they're in here. There's this screwdriver. That's important. That's a dope heat. Where's my needle nose in here? No. This side. It's still got a jig in it. But I dropped a jig in this thing. One day when I use that all up, well, that jig is gonna be the garlickiest smelling jig. That's gonna be crazy. Where is those needle nose? Not in there. Not in there. This is my crate. This camera. No memory in it. Okay, that's camera stuff. My knife. I just saw it. That drives you crazy. You just see it. That's at the bottom. You just did that. I know. Trying to find my needle nose. Yep, they're there. Sure. More things are sold. There we go. Put some ear oil on it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Until it loosens up. Somebody's coming. Hey, Mama.
Hey, Johnny. What you doing?
Well, after about